Okay, so some of you may not know me, so let me tell you a little bit about myself. I have pretty much done about everything there is to do. Okay, I'm absolutely BSing you. I haven't done any of that stuff that you see. However, I am old, and I did grow up loving combat sports, and I probably watch a little bit too much TV in my older age. Because of this, it has given me an amazing ability to be able to call fights, to know generally who's gonna win and who's gonna lose in a fight. I am also damn good at picking winners in other events like football, motocross, baseball, you name it, basketball, any other sport out there that is interesting in America. I'm damn good at picking them. It has led me to think, Wayne, why don't you start a podcast? Well, guess what, folks? I'm going to start a podcast, and you're lucky. Why? Because you get to watch it, and it is starting right now. And you never know what I'll talk about. It could be fighting, any other sport, or just life. So enjoy it, and if you don't like it, go fuck yourself. Thank you guys, and let me know what you think. Have a great day. Hello, people, and good evening. Welcome to Wayne's Nighttime Bullshit Report. We are going to talk about the big fight coming up on Sunday. The big boxing match between old Jakey Paul and Tyron, don't call me Tyron Woodley. In this fight, there is tons of things to break down, and at the end of this video, I will pick a winner and pick a loser and explain to you why. This is not a fight, this is a match, okay? And I want to make that very clear. So if Tyron loses, he lost a match, not a fight. And I'm not saying that to be disrespectful towards boxers, not at all, no. As a matter of fact, I grew up loving boxing, will do to this day. But there is a big difference between the two. And it is way harder to be a veteran, amazing, top caliber, 5-time world champion MMA fighter than it is to be a boxer. What I mean by that is this. Tyron Woodley, when he was fighting in his career, he had to worry about tons of things. He had to worry about takedowns. He had to worry about getting kicked. He had to worry about getting elbowed. He had to worry about getting strangled. He had so many, his limbs torn off, his bones broken. There's so many different things that could happen to you on top of getting knocked out in smaller gloves than you would ever use in a boxing match. So that's a fight, and he was amazing at it. So people who try and discredit his career, you guys are insane. However, with that being said, here we go. You have to take a lot of his credentials and put them aside when it comes to breaking this down. You've only got one thing to worry about in boxing, or two things to worry about, whereas in MMA, mixed martial arts, you have a ton of stuff to worry about. I'm not going to sit here and break down all the things, but anybody who's watched it should understand you've got feet, elbows, fists, everything in the world flying at you in the cage. In the ring, you've got to worry about two hands. The reason I bring that up is I favor Jake Paul in this match. And what I mean by that is, like I was saying, you have to take all of Tyron Woodley's skills and just put them aside. And on top of that, if you want to take his skills into consideration, you have to think about, okay, well, how did he strike in his MMA career if you're going to go that route? And if you look at all of his fights, he wasn't very aggressive. And what I mean by that is he generally went on his back foot and would sneak a deadly punch in here and there. He just wasn't a very aggressive fighter. So I don't see him being aggressive against a bigger opponent like Jake either, which has got a little bit more experience at pure boxing than I believe Tyron does. Is when you're fighting in MMA, there's no way you're going to have the type of training in boxing that you're going to have training for boxing matches like Jake has been in the last few years. Jake has literally been living boxing for 3 or more years. People, I want you to think about anything that you have done for 3 years. 3 years. 3 years, okay? Anything that you have done for 3 years. Think of the work ethic this guy has in order to be as successful at anything that he has been successful at. Vlogging, just everything he does, he puts a maximum work ethic into it. You cannot down the kid for that or say he doesn't. You just can't. So with that being said, and all he does is box, he's gonna have the upper hand when it comes to boxing skills. He's just going to be sharper. That's a fact, guys. You're gonna say, well, Tyron's been training boxing his whole life in MMA. Well, yes, but he also has to train wrestling. He also has to train jiu-jitsu. He also has to train kicking. And it's a completely different distance, guys. So what will work in MMA is not going to work in boxing. Not. That's a fact. Now, if I'm wrong, I will admit it, and I'll be the first to eat my words. Okay? I will literally write them on a piece of paper and eat it, and I'll do it on camera so you guys can see. All right? All right? You good? Okay, cool. All right, back to what is important, the fight on Sunday. So, with everything I've been saying, I seriously believe that Jake Paul will win this fight. How he's going to win this fight is either 4th, 5th round stoppage or decision. This is boxing and anything can happen. Tyron wins. It's going to be early rounds, him catching Jake and Jake not having the experience and getting stopped. That's what I say. Now, I'm completely unbiased on the two folks that are fighting. I just am. I am 100% a fan of Tyron in his reign in the UFC. It was amazing watching him fight. This is a different sport, though. And Jake, I respect his hustle, and I respect everything that he has done to get where he's at. I can only imagine how hard it is to get where he's at based off of the things that I've done in my life and how hard they were. That's my pick, and my explanation is based off of boxing experience and Tyron's lack of time to prepare. I just don't feel that he has had enough time to prepare for this boxing match. I just don't. I would love to actually see Jake Paul in a fight. That I would like to see because the kid has wrestling experience, and I don't understand why I get why Dana White won't let him fight in the UFC, but the way I look at it is, if you're gonna let CM Punk fight, let the Paul brothers fight. I mean, let's be serious here, okay? Well, that's what I've got, and I hope you guys appreciate it. Go ahead and comment and like it. If not, fuck off. I don't care. Have a good night, y'all, and hopefully you guys watch the fight on Sunday, and stay blessed, stay happy, and live your best life, guys. All right, bye.